Hello. Hello. Hey, hey, hey. I should be back, and this should be on. Hello. So, finally, I am back. Well, I was only a week. It was only a week, but it felt like a really long time. How is everyone? Hey, Deep. Hey, Wishing Star. I hope you're still here. Let's go and let's start this out. Yes, so today it may be a little short stream, I guess, but I did want to. Hey, Jadix, nice to hear you're doing good. Um, yeah, I wanted to do a respect the Mondays for the stream. I just came back from a trip. I was visiting my family, and I'm back. I watched several things, shows, read some manga, had some updates, but yeah, I actually wanted to work while I was away, but I forgot my drawing tablet, and that was pretty sad. Yeah. Hey, Wishing Star, thank you so much. How are you? And hey, Dib, what are your news? I want to hear that. What did you watch and read? Well, aside from watching One Piece again, which I'm doing, I started reading Osama Ranking or Ranking of the Kings. Most people watch the anime. I actually read the manga, but it seems that the translation was not up to date, I guess. I didn't find it like it stopped pretty early on, I think. So I may have to watch it later. I also uh, did watch, but just one episode of Tiger and Bunny. I heard there was a new season, so that was something. Yeah, I've also heard good things about Ranking of the King of Kings. Or the thing is that at least up to the part that I was, it was pretty slow, I guess, and I'm not very much of a fantasy anime and manga. I do like it, but sometimes I think it needs to be a special kind of fantasy um, thing because it's harder for me. I think I like more present day, present time things. um, but yeah, aside from that, I think I also watched the episodes of what was that? Better Call Saul. But I thought there would be it would be the whole, how do you say? I thought it was going to be the whole season, but I guess there are only a few episodes up now on Netflix. Hey Div. Oh, now you're here. Hey, you had some news? I would like to hear that. And yeah, I also had this seems unrelated, but I had a dream that I was what the last arc of One Punch Man was being released, and I was pretty hyped. I mean it's not, but it was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun dream because it was like Saitama versus uh, a bunch of kaiju's like Godzilla and whatever else. I don't know. It was fun. Oh, you got two mantises? That's cool. Yeah, what are their names? Hello, Jake. Hello, Blossom. GG. Yeah, so today I was thinking I should draw our little. What would we call it? Pandora and Gary for the mantises. Those are fun names. Are they still like nymphs right now? Are they small or are they bigger? Yeah. Oh, you should send them to me if you can. If you have images. So, let me see. I remember there was a mantis on my mom's back and then it started dabbing. Wow. I had a dream that Biz released the first volume of Stone Ocean and it had some supplementary text like a diary from Poochie's or however you pronounce that therapist. That sounds interesting. Pandora sounds so mysterious, but Gary works at an office job. Yeah, their names, yes. Gary is at his second instar and Pandora at his third. Oh, let me see. What did I want to? So, yes, I was actually doing some research. What is the 100 and 1920? Opening the chat. 180. Okay, so hey Jay, hello. Doing the dimensions, so I'm gonna be doing 1920 and 180. Almost there, actually. And we're gonna start drawing this little living space, I guess. That's what I would call it. And it's gonna be like a PC room. So, did you know that Lego people build live in houses made up of their flesh? Well, that is interesting, I guess. That's like the Mario theory that. What was it? There was a theory that they turned people or the Mushroom Kingdom people into bricks and you destroy bricks. So it's kind of weird. Oh, by the way, can you refer to me as Citrus or Bentus if you don't like Wish? I like Wish or Citrus. Which one do you prefer? It's easy for me to remember Wish, I guess. But Citrus is fine. I like Citrus. I never heard of that, but that's dark. Yeah. So I'm actually not sure how we're gonna do this little living space, but I'm thinking the plan was I'm gonna be around here. My PC's gonna be around here. And dark fan theories always get me. Yeah, I actually I don't know if this sounds good or bad, but my Venusaur is named Citrus, and I like that name. But maybe you find it weird that I have a Pokemon name that way. Either one works. Whatever makes it easier for you. Well, Wish makes it easier, but if you like Citrus better, I can try to remember that. So the plan is me around here. Maybe I should make the PC bigger. This is just planning out. This is like our little sketch. I should probably... Hola, consonants. Hello, how are you? And... Citrus Bentus, your name. That would be a pretty unique name, like... But I'm guessing it's like a nickname? But maybe... I'm not sure. This should be actually bigger, because... Yeah, this should be like... Oh, it is your name? Wow. Je suis un glace? What's that? Sent image of Pandora and Gary. So we're gonna see Dib's mantises. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Oh, by the way, is the stream doing good? I think there are some issues right now. Whoa! Those are pretty cool. I'm gonna show chat. Is that okay? Um, and they're super small. Let's see. Look at it. This is Gary. That's pretty cool. Super small right now. And let's see Pandora. Are they different species? Or are they like the same one but just bigger? Pandora looks super awesome. I like it. Has a lot of brown, but it also has some fun little green in it. And I love the little spikes. Hi, Bacon. Yeah, they're super cool. They're both Pseudocreobotra Wahlbergis. Kinda tough to pronounce for me. They get brighter as they molt. Okay. That makes sense too. So let's do at least the shapes. So I actually want this to be over here. Yeah, so we're gonna do a room that we're gonna use at a later stage whenever it's ready, because it's not right now. I'm gonna make an animation for me, which it would be talking like right now, but at you. And this would be our just chatting room, which is our PC room. A frog is the natural enemy to all bugs. Evil frog emote in the future. I've thought about frogs being like introduced in the lore, I guess, but I'm not sure about it yet. I'll have to work it out and maybe make a design and make it but I do like the idea of frogs. I love frogs, so it would be cool. Frogs are cute though. Yes, but I don't think they should be ugly looking or bad to be an enemy, I guess. Freeze the frogs. I have no idea, so maybe I could draw mantises with the grubs. You should draw... What was that they... Chat said something earlier about Gary being an office worker and Pandora doing something mysterious, opening Pandora's box and finding a grub. I didn't care if you intended it, but Wishing Star is actually the name of a Keyblade, like Kingdom Hearts. No, I just really liked space when I was younger. When I was younger, I also really liked space, like thinking about space, researching about space and all of that. It is super mysterious and awesome. I think I'm kind of wouldn't say like over it. I'm just not in that same mood, but I do still think that it is pretty mysterious and awesome. Sometimes it hurts my head to even think about the vastness of space, of the universe. Let me read a little bit of chat. Let me see. So, um, actually, when too many frogs start crying, feel free to find an umbrella. It's the keyblade you get after finishing Monstro in Kingdom Hearts 1. Oh, I see. I'm a huge bug researcher. Yeah, that's super cool. You actually are. You talk your funky words, bro. I'm here to learn. That's a little obvious. Yep. I wasn't a space kid. I was a dino kid. Uh, I think I did everything. I was a dino kid too. Like I was super into dinosaurs, and I remember I had like a big, thick Larousse or whatever it's called, like a big It's a big book with a lot of data, and I just loved reading that data. And even before dinosaurs, I was obsessed with sharks. Uh, what was your favorite dino? I used to read dictionaries. Yeah, yeah. Raptor is a cool one. It's always good choice. Yeah, raptors are fun. I think my favorites for a while had been Allosaurus. I'm not sure right now. I would have to think about it, but I still love dinosaurs. The only thing that I'm not super into, I am pretty much on the side of reptile-ish dinosaurs instead of bird dinosaurs. I'm not sure. Like, oh, sorry. I know scientifically accurate dinos are more bird-like, but I guess I'm pretty much a reptile bugs like loving dude. Let me read chat. It says, and I studied old wildlife, extinct species, and extensive hyperfixations on space. Yeah, me too. For real. I didn't have any interest like that, but I remember being way into indie games as a kid. Yeah, indie games are pretty cool. I like those super big ones with the long neck, but with spikes on the neck. Uh, I think I know the type you're talking about. Just don't recall the name. I used to have this book about how dangerous penguins can be. And how dangerous can they be? Like, actually. I mean, like, ducks and geese are probably pretty aggressive. So I'm guessing penguins can be like that. But dangerous? I'm not sure how badly. Same, I used to watch a lot of dinosaur documentaries on Netflix. Yeah, dinosaur documentaries are pretty cool. I love Cave Story and played more Flash games than any other type of game. Fan games always got my interest too. Like what are other games and which ones would you recommend, Jadix? Cave Story? Never heard of that one. Oh, I haven't played it, but I have heard of it, and I wanted to play it on the 3DS, but I never got the chance. This does not change the fact that in Antarctica there are 21 million penguins, and in Malta there are 500k inhabitants. So if the penguins decide to invade Malta, it will have to fight 42 penguins. Ah, I see, those type of fights. Yeah, never hearing about cave stories. Kind of impressive to me because I thought it was a, while being indie, I thought it was a big one. They have spikes on the neck. Amargosaurus. It's literally a never platform. Yes, they do. It's a different one. Off-brand Minecraft. What? Oh, you mean Cave Story? But it's like 2D, right? Cave Story? Yeah, dinosaurs are pretty awesome. Do you guys like prefer the bird type ones? Like how they depict them today? I'm pretty much oh, we should draw a dinosaur later. We should create a dinosaur. Would you guys like that? I think it would be fun to mix some things up, some colors, some ideas, and create our own dinosaur. Coolmat has some good cool ones, but my favorites were Congregate and Newgrounds. Had a single cave story awesome map, and that's the only way I learned about the game. What's some things that you'll never get over, interest-wise, like me? I don't know. I think I always love the things that I enjoy, and I think there's always a space for me for that, but it's like I store it and I keep it with me, just not as powerful, I guess, because that I'm the same way like that with games. For example, every month it's like I choose a game and perhaps I hyperfixate on it, and I go through the game, enjoy it, and then I find another one, and then I go through that and things like that. I guess some things do stick more, but I also like a lot of variety. So it's like I don't lose any love for it, but maybe I'm not that into it at the moment, like not doing the research and not doing things like that. I like both. Let me see. Let me read. Sorry. Went on a little rant, I guess. Which contribute a feature of the dinosaur? Yes, I would love that. I like both feathered dinos and reptiles. The thing is for me that I prefer things looking cool rather than cute, or rather than I don't know. I like birds, but I think not that way. Like reptiles for me are super cool and awesome, and I feel like whoa, but birds don't trigger that same response in me. They're fun and they're colorful and things like that, but it's not the same feeling. Like, but no hate, I guess. I just that's something I that I'm pretty sad about. Heroes Arms was fun. So there was one Meat Boy like platformer, some beautiful Joe style mechanics. Nitro game. Sorry for being a disgusting Gen Z, but what's a Nitro? Actually, don't even know what's that either. I'm learning a lot of stuff today. I have ADHD and hyperfixate on certain things. I may have something like that, but I don't like to diagnose myself. I don't know. Maybe it would be helpful, but who knows? I do hyperfixate a lot, I guess. um, let's see. Yeah, I think everyone has played some browser game at some points. Stick figure, fight animations. I once made a stick figure fight animation. There was a program that you could use and animate some stick figure fight, and I did a pretty awesome job at it. Like, I did super well, but I lost that file, and I'm super sad about it. It basically started out as a normal fight and became a Dragon Ball Z fight, but I did like all the little effects, and the stick figures would disappear and appear in another place. That's super cool. Hi Serena. What got me into art? Mm, that's a weird thing to say. Like, I'm not so sure. I would guess that it started out with my dad. Like, I think for school and things, and maybe just goofing around, my dad would make, like, at least for me, they would look like good drawings, and I think that inspired me. And whenever we had like school things that we had to draw, I would draw whatever it was. So I remember doing a pretty cool crocodile hatching out of an egg, and it was like somewhat realistic, and that was my thing. I actually did a lot more realism before doing anything like I do today. I did like drawings of people with pencils and things like that, but then basically stopped drawing for a long while, and after that, I think in high school, I started out. Um, I don't know what it inspired me more. I think the first thing I drew in MS Paint was something like from Adventure Time, and then I started doing a lot of Pokemon in MS Paint, and that to me is like my when what I'm doing started, I guess, because I started out in MS Paint and I actually started doing things, and that's where I am today, I guess. Let me read a little bit. Maybe I'll get a new game. Then I'll tell you next stream if I don't miss it. I would also love to hear if you get some into some game. Right now, I'm still playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which is free, so I'm loving that. But I always said I was gonna stream it last time, but I didn't have time for it, so I missed the event. Um, in computer class, you were assigned an MS Paint animation project. But how? That's pretty crazy. Getting a diagnosis may be helpful if you struggle or want answers. Hyperfixating is a term I wouldn't use without diagnosis. It'd just be a fixation. I guess so. Maybe I just fixate on things, but maybe I do not hyperfixate. I wasn't trying to misuse it, so sorry if I did. Basically, I just I don't think I sometimes struggle with um starting to work and staying focused, like, but only while working, because I can play for a long time. I can do one thing for a long time, things like that. So in my case, I do feel like I'm just being lazy, but I think it's different than ADHD because I'm not sure. But I don't think perhaps I don't struggle as much, so I don't care. I don't know. I wouldn't say. I just don't really mind it that much. You had to make like 50 frame animations in MS Paint. Oh, that's interesting. That's a weird way to do it. I did what would you call it? I did used to make animations in MS Paint at the start of the channel. They were pretty rough animations, but I did do that for a while. It would be like I would do just like 6 frames, just so the idea of movement will be sold. Um, Let me read chat. You're a very good artist. I'm an aspiring artist as well. Any tips on how to critique yourself? For some reason, I can never see my mistakes while drawing. Then when I've finished, I see all the flaws. Well, I think the first step would be to flip your canvas. I think it gives you a new perspective. Also, something that I do, I don't know if many people do it, but I use this mostly for colors. But I do like to do it. Sometimes I kind of close my eyes so that I can sort of see the shapes, and that gives me like a new perspective. Like it feels like, oh, this is how it would look like for someone else, something like that. But aside from that, um, if you can handle critique, you can always ask a friend. I think, especially friends who have a good eye for art, sometimes that can help, because sometimes you really don't see it yourself until it's been pointed out or it's too late. But yeah, I think revisions like that can work. But it should probably be with someone that you trust, so that, because some people can be harsh in a mean way, so hopefully not that way. Blossom, you should play Hollow Knight. Yes, I actually do want to play that someday on stream. I would love to. It would be super fitting, and it would be super fun doing that with chat. Hello World is the first thing that you learn. Yes, for coding, you do learn Hello World. Actually, that's actually what I've studied. A lot of coding and things like that. Let me read. Right. Oh, sorry. Chat jumped a little bit for me. Good. I go through extensive periods of like not being able to focus. I guess I get it. Depends on the language. Are you guys talking about coding? Yes, I would say C, like actual C, is not a good start because it's pretty old. But C++, things like that. Depends on what you want to do, I guess. Really depends on what you actually want to do, because the languages you're gonna use do vary, but I think C++ is a good one. And I guess C# is also basic like that. Yeah. Thanks for all the advice. No problem. I actually love responding, things like that. I think it's good to hear advice, and hopefully I can give some good advice. Currently learning Lua. I want to make games in Live 2D. Love 2D. What's that? That's a website. I see. When we start designing a dino boat, I vote for a more reptile one. I actually think we should do that right now, because it seems like I wanted to make the room that we're gonna use, but it seems to me like I'm not getting any good ideas, so I'm gonna have to make some research. Like, this is the... I think I need to research some images like this and start compiling like a little collage, What's that? What's that? What's yeah, little photo. Uh, a little thing about, you know, several pictures like this. So let me see. Transparent PC green. Yeah, I should start doing something like this, and we should start actually designing our thing. Why not give it those weird feather boots? We can all design it so it can have feathers and be reptilish. And we can, yeah, like a. I'm gonna start doing something like this. Like putting pictures up and making some research. I do need some research. I think I would do this. I've been thinking about closing this off, like doing it like a noble. Maybe over here we should have like a chat, little chat screen, perhaps, and I would make my animations. We have a seat over here. This is the PC area, something like that. But yes, we should do the dino. I think that would be fun, something fun to do today. Actually, I was thinking whenever I got home, I wanted to do an animation. So after the stream, I'm probably gonna start with the animation. It's gonna be a fun one. Hopefully I can get it done pretty quickly, I think. So let's start working on our dinosaur. Oh, let me actually rename the stream. Give me a second so that maybe more people can see. And how would you call it? Doodling? How would we call the stream? Doodling a dinosaur. Chat. How would you say chat picks chat decides how it looks? Maybe that should work. Doodling a dinosaur. Chat decides how it looks. The typing noise when the beetle moves is sending me. Yeah, I guess it's something that I can't really control. My keyboard is super loud. Making a dino. Making a dinosaur. Doing a dinosaur. I think chat decides how it looks. Okay. I'm gonna save that, and we're gonna. You sent the images that you drew? Let me show chat. Oh, that's pretty fun. Look, this is what it was doing. Check it out. Oh yes, it is actually like Gary the office worker and Pandora opening the Pandora box with the grub. That's pretty fun. I love it. Okay, so let's do our dinosaur. Chat decides, chat creates our dinosaur. So, dinosaur. What are the characteristics that we want? We want it to be no, I'm just I'm using purple for the It's not Barney. It's just purple for writing because I didn't want to use black. um, okay, let's do perhaps googly eyes. Googly eyes. Fat and round. Oh, okay. I think we wanted it to be mostly reptile. But with feather boots. Feather boots. What else? Um, let's research that. Let's say bug wings for now. Bug wings. But I'll research those. Crimson, rose, butterfly, wings. Let's see. Okay, that actually may work. That actually may work. How should we do a monocle? That would be kind of tough. A tough one. Maybe a more natural characteristic be tough. But if I can edit, maybe I can edit. Uh, even the flyless flies. Sharp teeth. Okay, let's sharp teeth. So sharp teeth. Let's see.